may mga pinasok na sa witness protection program. And what we want to get clarity on, first of all, is whether these people, the 4 people, were admitted as state witnesses, or were they just placed under the witness protection program. I'm talking about Roberto Bernardo, Henry Alcantara, Gerard Opulencia, and the contractor Sally Santos.
When we say that they are already state witnesses under the program, it means that they are already covered and that they already have memorandums of agreement signed with the Secretary of Justice. So in which case they are already considered as being dropped from the information that will be filed in relation to the cases where they are going to testify.
So they are state witnesses.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they are considered as state witnesses because they're called on to testify. That's part of the responsibility and the agreement po.
But, sir, I don't wanna. I mean, I don't wanna go into semantics so much kasi it might become legalist lang eh. But kasi for the benefit of those who do the reporting, and we have to be accurate kasi. So are they technically already state witnesses, or are you recommending palang this DOJ recommending palang to the court to discharge them as state witnesses?
No, sir Ed. Ganito po yan. There are 2 processes, there are 2 ways by which a witness can be discharged. One is yung sinasabi natin through the courts where they are first charged in the information, and then the prosecution will ask that they be discharged as state witnesses. Now, if they applied as for coverage under the witness protection program, where they promise to testify in the cases that are covered by the memorandum of agreement, and the WPP finds that their statements or the evidence that they're bringing forward are sufficient, are material, and can be corroborated, and that they're not the most guilty, they are going to be accepted as state witnesses, which means that they will be dropped from the information. They will no longer be charged, but they have the obligation to testify for and in behalf of the state in those cases.
Okay.
Attorney, nabanggit niyo yung for those cases kasi we are expecting a lot of cases actually dito sa related to these same people. So they will be discharged only in those cases. Pwede pa rin silang makasuhan for other cases.
You are correct po, Ma'am Ami. Ang sinasabi po kasi natin, while I cannot mention the exact number of cases and the exact cases covered in the memorandum of agreement, this does not mean that if in the future meron pong makita na kaso na kinasangkutan nila, hindi na po sila pwedeng sampahan ng kaso doon.
Prosecutor General Fadullon, can I just come back to the methods by which these 4 people were determined as state witnesses? So you're saying you don't need a court order, you don't need a court to approve their being declared state witnesses anymore. Kasi ang pagkakaintindi namin is the DOJ can recommend people to be to become state witnesses, but ultimately the court has to decide that yes, they can be discharged of all their criminal cases, meaning they won't be prosecuted.
The normal route is to charge all of the accused, in the information, and then ask the court, make a recommendation that we need certain accused to be discharged as state witnesses. That is the one provided for in the rules of court.
Yes.
But the program, the WPP, has also this distinct character na pwede kang, pag ikaw ay na-admit na sa program, kung ikaw ay tinanggap na at ikaw ay pumirma ng memorandum of agreement na kung saan sinasabi mo, ako po ay handang tumistigo dito sa mga kaso na ito, ako po ay hindi na isasama sa information. So, only those against whom, yung ibang respondents or against whom they will be testifying, sila na lamang po ang isasama doon. And these covered witnesses are the ones who will testify in those cases.
So they will not be charged anymore. In other words, those who are taken in as in the WPP will not be charged, not included in the charge sheet information. They will not be arraigned.
That is correct, sir. That is correct.
They will not be charged anymore for in relation to any cases filed sa flood control. Only for this flood control.
Not in the flood. It's not general for all flood control projects, Ma'am Regina. it's in relation only to the cases covered in the memorandum of agreement where
Okay.
the testimonies are valuable. Now, if there are other cases, tanong nga po kanina, kung meron pang ibang kasong madiskubre, then
Yes.
that does not preclude government from still going after them.